Hello friends, welcome to the Dnyanadeep IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss the test number 5 of the CSAT. So let's start the discussion. So the first question is regarding the passage. So it's talking about the social capital. A new concept is gaining its importance in relation to the number of related fields, that is acquisitions, people's participation, community development and the poverty alleviation. Social capital enrichment may have direct relationship with the people, particularly those residing in the rural areas. So this is the keyword. In short, social capital is the expected collective or the economic benefits derived from the preferential treatment and the cooperation between individuals and the groups. That is, consensus building is a direct positive indicator of social capital. Consensus implies shared interest. So this is the passage. So what is the question on the passage? What is the most logical and critical inference that can be derived from the above passage? So first is a social capital can play an important role in improving sustainability and enrichment of the resources. Second option, consensus to induce collective action may be more influential in the rural areas, and this is actually directly mentioned within the passage itself. So we marked it is as a keyword, rural areas on the consensus building. Okay, so let's move towards the other option. So this can be true one. B can be true one. Okay, so C option, social capital cannot be seen much in urban areas. There is no talking of there is no relationship or the reference related to this one within the social capital and the urban areas. So this maybe we can eliminate. Man is a social animal when individual and the groups work together on the basis of shared interest, and it's completely from the passage itself. So they are asking what is the most logical and the critical inference from the passage. So here the option number B will be the right answer. Question number first, option number B. So let's move to this another passage. It is often forgotten that globalization is not only about policies on international economic relationships and transaction, but has equally to do with the domestic policies of a nation. Policy change necessitated by meeting the internationally set conditions by WTO, which is one of the most important organizations for our complete prelim preparation. Free trade and the investment flows obviously affect domestic producer and investors, but the basic philosophy underlying globalization emphasizes absolute freedom to the markets. So globalization is the highlighting theme of the passage, and it's talking about absolute freedom to the markets to determine prices, production, distribution patterns, and view government intervention as a process that create distortions. So government intervention and bring inefficiency. That means government intervention is actually not beneficial. Thus, public enterprises have to be privatized through disinvestment and sales. Sectors activities reserved for the public sector have to be opened for the private because of the efficiency achievement. So it's a lengthy passage which extends to the social services like the education, health. Any restriction on the adjustment in workforce by way of retrenchment of workers should also be removed, and exit should be made easier. So definitely exit. That's why multiple laws we have brought for this exit by removing any restriction on closures. Employment and wage should be governed by the free play of market forces, as any measure to regulate them can discourage investment and also create inefficiency in production. Above all, in line with the overall philosophy of reduction in the role of the state, fiscal reforms should be undertaken to have generally low level of taxation, and government expenditure should be kept to the minimum to abide by the principle of the fiscal prudence. So I am reading the almost complete passage only because of marking the keyword, so that you will it is easy to solve the question and how to analyze the passage. This is the method or way. So all these policies actions on the domestic front and are not directly related to the core items of the globalization agenda, namely free international flow of goods and the finance. So this is the complete passage. So let's solve the question. According to the passage, under the globalization, government intervention are viewed as a process leading to distortions and inefficiency in the economy, and this is the complete statement we have marked within the passage. That's why I read the complete passage. So here we mark that the government intervention process create a distortion and bring inefficiency. So such a keyword you should actually highlight while solving such type of passages. So definitely A will be the answer. Optimum use of resources, more profitability to industry, free play of the market forces with regard to the industries. So these are not the correct answers. So question number 2, option number A will be the right answer. So now next question. Question number 3, according to the passage, the basic philosophy of globalization is. So they are asking the basic philosophy of the globalization, and we generally knows the term globalization and its meaning. So it's give absolute freedom to producers. So to producers to determine price and production. Okay, give freedom to the producers to evolve distribution pattern. Give absolute freedom again to markets. So it is a difference, markets to determine price, production and the employment, and give freedom to the producers to import and export. So the major philosophies regarding the globalization means what we can say, globalization talks about the global village, that is a borderless world. So borderless world means easy import and the export policy. So the question number 3, option number D will be the correct answer. So let's move to the next. Passage number 3. Prohibition's history stretches back into the 19th century when religious groups and the social organizations such as the American Temperance Society fought against the alcohol and drunkenness. In the 1850s, men and other states experienced laws banning alcohol. So there are the prohibition through the legislations, but local opposition brought about their eventual reversal. Women's group played a significant role, definitely within the India also women's playing a very key role. Banning the alcohol, they played a significant role. Activists argued that the drink fueled violence in the home as a drunk. So drink fueled violence, and it is one of the reasons for the domestic violence which highlighted the NCRB report as well. So the drunk husbands would beat their wives and children. Temperance advocates argued that the alcohol abuse caused poverty. In the 1870s, the Women Christian Temperance Union, that is the WCTU, launched a major campaign to prohibit alcohol in support of the crusade mounted by the Prohibition Party. Founded in 1869, okay, no need. A 19th century term for the people who abstained from all alcohol, even made it to the White House. President Rutherford behind and his wife did not drink alcohol, not sir. So this is a complete passage regarding the alcohol and its ban and the related certain institution with the women participation. So the question, which one of the following is the most logical or the rational and crucial inference that can be derived from the passage? So they are asking most logical, rational, crucial inference. Abstention from alcohol as demonstrated by Rutherford B. Hayes increases the chances of being elected to the White House. Ban on alcohol consumption benefits women more than the male counterparts. So this is not directly mentioned within the passage. Effective alcohol ban leads to more young women entering the workforce and enjoying the independence urban life afforded them. No. Socio-religious norms and the values can lead support to the campaigns against alcohol. Definitely, and it is mentioned within the passage itself, and it can be a major logical inference. So that's why question number 4, option number D will be the correct answer. Now the question number 5. On the basis of above passage, the following assumptions have been made, and they are asking the assumption which are valid. So laws are capable of bringing some change, that about a change in human behaviors that do not conform to the religious values, and definitely in the initial phase of the passage itself it is mentioned that the rules, regulation, laws plays a very key role. Campaigns by women are more likely to accomplish their desired objective than that of men. So such type of discrimination is not actually mentioned within the passage. So that's why we can say the option number A will be the right answer for the question number 5. Option A. Again, question on the passage. The law in many parts of the world increasingly restrict the discharge of agriculture slurry into water courses. The simplest and often the most economically sound practice returns to the land as a semi-solid manure or as a sprayed slurry. This dilutes its concentration in the environment that might have occurred in the more primitive and the sustainable type of agriculture and converts pollutant into fertilizer. So this is a methodology. Soil microorganism decompose the organic components of sewage. So soil microorganism plays a key role, and slurry and most of the minerals and nutrients become available to the absorb again by the vegetation. The excess inputs of the nutrients, both nitrogen, phosphorus based from the agricultural runoff, has caused many healthy oligotrophic lakes. That is definitely the eutrophication like the condition to change to eutrophic condition where the high nutrient inputs leads to the high phytoplankton productivity. Sometimes dominated by the bloom forming toxic species, this makes the water turbid. So these are leading the pollution. Services important ecosystem services are lost, including the provisioning service of wild caught fish and the cultural services. So both the type of services we lost with recreation. The process of cultural eutrophication of lakes has been understood for some time, but only recently did scientists notice huge dead zones in the oceans near river outlets, particularly those draining large catchment areas such as Mississippi in the North America, Yangtze. The nutrient-rich water flows through the streams, rivers, lakes, eventually to the estuary and ocean, where the ecological impact killing virtually all invertebrates and fish in the areas up to 70,000 square kilometer. More than 150 sea areas worldwide are now regularly starved of the oxygen. Algal blooms. Oceanic dead zones are typically associated with the industrialized nations and usually of countries subsidize their agriculture, encouraging farmers to increase productivity and use more fertilizers. So it is more talking about the pollution created by the use of chemical substances and also some effect of the global warming like practices. So let's move towards the question. So it is a lengthy passage. So according to the passage, why should the discharge of agricultural slurry into water courses be restricted? So why we need to restrict the agricultural slurry discharge? So what they are asking the correct answer using the course given below. So first, losing the nutrients in this way is not a good practice economically. Water courses do not contain the microorganism that can decompose organic. So it is wrong. So it is containing the microorganism. That means 2 is the wrong one. So 2 options gone. 1 is automatically correct then. Okay. Now the third option, the discharge may lead to the eutrophication of the water bodies, and this is the major cause of concern. Especially we read that the stream flow having the greater catchment areas. So definitely the question number 6, option number C will be the right answer. Then question number 7, the passage refers to the conversion of pollutant of fertilizers. So this is the keyword, key term. We actually mark pollutant of fertilizers. What pollutant and what is fertilizer in this context? Decomposed organic component of slurry is pollutant and microorganisms in soil constitute fertilizer. Discharged agricultural slurry is pollutant and decomposed slurry is a soil. So definitely B will be the right answer, that discharged agricultural slurry is like a pollutant and the microorganism decomposing them, converting that into the fertilizer. So definitely the question number 7, B will be the right answer. So again question on the passage. As Steven Pinker has argued in his controversial book The Better Angels of Our Nature, why violence has declined, we may be enjoying, at least statistically, the safest times of our species was known since we evolved 3 lakh years ago. Violent deaths ranging from the individual homicide to the mass chemical weapons attack have been in decline. So decline is a keyword, in decline for generation. Pinker writes, thanks to everything from invention of agriculture to the humanist philosophy, both that inspires minority rights movement. Such optimism is challenged. It is challenged by the skeptics who note that closer state to state blood letting like World War II have been replaced by smaller, longer, complex and the bloody in a proxy wars. So this is a major cause of concern in the present time, that is the proxy wars, which is creating the greater havoc. So anyone who thinks appeals to violence are a pacifiers of the ancestor need only watch the blood lust on display at modern political rallies. So the question number 8, that is, which of the following is the most logical, rational and the crucial message conveyed by the above passage? So humanist philosophy pitches the minority against the majority for their rights. So no. So wars preceding World War II witnessed more violent? No. After World War II, the proxy wars are there and they are more dangerous, increasing incidents of terrorism. So talking about the terrorism, so no. So violence whose decline is debatable has over time morphed itself from a crusade to a subtle form. So question number 8, option number D will be the right answer. Question number 9, what is the most logical and the rational corollary to the above passage? World War II, like state to state bloodletting, will not happen again in the future. So we cannot decide this. Currently we are under the fear of the next world war. The current international monitoring mechanism is stringent enough to prevent mass chemical attacks. No violence handling mechanism should take into account the changing manifestation. So definitely the proxy war are emerging. So that's why the question number 9, C will be the right answer. So question number 9, C option. So there is a question, some problem. The statement S1 and S2 are given below, followed by a question statement. N is a prime number. So N is a prime number and leaves a remainder of 1 when divided by 4. Question, if n is a unique natural number between 10 and the 20, then what is n? So we need to find out first n. So n, it is given is a prime number and which is divided by 4 and it is between the 10 and the 20 with the remainder 1. So it can be the 11. 4 3 12. So no, not 11. Then so it can be the, so number of prime numbers here are the 11, 13, then the 17 and 19. Okay, so out of this 1 divided by 4 having the remainder 1, these 2 1, 4 3 12 and 13, 4 4 16, definitely the 13 and the 17. So n can be the 13 or 17. So 2 numbers are there. So what are the options? Which of the following option is correct in respect of the above statement and the option? S1 alone is sufficient to answer the question? No. Required of both. S2 alone is sufficient to answer the question? No. S1 and S2 together are sufficient to answer the question, but neither S1. No, we cannot arrive the actual value of the n because there are the 2 values of the n. That's why both are not sufficient enough to answer our question, because we are not arriving the single value of the n. There are the 2 values of the n. That's why we can say that S1 and S2 together are not sufficient to answer the question. There is a requirement of the certain other criteria or any other hint need to be given for arriving the only 1 value. So we are arriving at the 2 values. There is no definite result. That's why the question number 10, option number D will be the right answer. So now again, question on the passage. Right to privacy has come to its existence after privacy, right to privacy, widening of the dimension of Article 21, Indian Constitution. This right includes the right to be let alone, to be free from any unwarranted publicity, the right to live without any unwarranted interference by the public in personal matters. Like everything mankind has achieved, there has been a positive and the negative side to it. Technology has invaded every part of our lives, whether it was desired or not. In today's world, whatever you may do, the world will get to know before you realize it. Surveillance by any agency must be stopped. Crime not to invade in the totally personal matters of an individual. So definitely the surveillance for the national security, it was utilized, but with the certain regulations. So the question, in the light of the agreement in the above passage, which one of the following statement is the convincing explanation? The right to privacy is a natural right which is duly supported by Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. So it is actually true, but let's analyze the other options. Under Indian Constitution, right to privacy negates the idea of living in a democratic setup. The comprehensive idea of right to privacy, it is directly mentioned within the passage, it not the direct inference. We can say right to privacy in a recent addition, advancement in technology and has eliminated every part of law. So directly mentioned within the passage. So better answer will be the question number 11, option number A, which can be the convincing explanation of the passage. So they are asking the explanation of the passage, not what is actually given in the passage, because multiple answer will come. So that's why question number 11, option number A will be the right. So next question, leading investors have joined the growing chorus of concern of government companies rushing and producing biofuels as a solution for the global warming. Definitely biofuel is a solution for the global warming, and we are trying to enhance its speed for the development. So many involved in the sector could be the jeopardizing future profits if they do not consider the long-term impact of what they are doing carefully. It is essential to build sustainability criteria the supply chain of any green fuel project in order to ensure that there is no adverse effect on the surrounding environment and social structures. The report produced by the investors expresses concern that in many companies not be fully aware of the potential pitfalls in the biofuel sector. Okay, production of corn and soybeans have increased dramatically in the last years as an eco-friendly alternative to fossil fuels, but environmental and human rights campaigners are worried that this will lead to the destruction of the rainforest. Yes, definitely, because of the it is nothing but the exploitation of the resources. So food prices could also go up. There is an increased competition for the crops and main foodstuffs and the sources of fuel. Last week, the UN warned that biofuels could have dangerous side effects and cited that the steps need to be taken to make sure that the land converted to grow biofuels does not damage the environment or cause civil unrest. So these precautions need to be taken into consideration after UN guidelines. There is already great concern about the palm oil, which is used in many foods in addition to being an important biofuel. As rainforests are being cleared in some countries and people driven for their homes create palm oil plantations. An analyst and author of the Investors report says that biofuels are not a cure for climate change. It is not a cure. It is not a solution, complete solution, sustainable solution. But they can play their part as long as government and the companies manage their social and the environment impacts. There should be a greater measures. So another measures need to be taken for greater efficiency and reduce the demand. So the question, which is the critical inference that can be drawn from the above passage? So it is very essential to keep in mind the sustainability of the land and environment degradation while growing biofuels. Okay, biofuels are not the solution of ongoing climate change. Okay, so better option. Biofuels are not a cure for climate change, but they can play their part as long as the government directly mentioned within the passage itself. Biofuels could have dangerous side effects and steps need to be taken to make sure that the land converted to grow, not damage environment. So the better option is that biofuels is not the complete solution for the ongoing climate change. There is a requirement of the another solution which is more sustainable in the manner having the long lasting good impacts. So that's why question number 12, option number B will be the more right answer. So another question on the passage, a great deal of discussions continues as the real extent of global environment degradation and its implications. What for people challenge, however, is that the renewable nature resources of developing countries are today subject to the stress of unprecedented magnitude. These pressures are brought about in part by increased population and the quest for ever expanding food supply, because the health, nutrition and the general well-being of the poor majority are directly dependent on the integrity and productivity of their natural resources. The capability of the governments to manage their effectively over the long term becomes the matter of paramount importance. So the question 13, which among the following is the most critical inference that can be drawn from the above passage? There has been an extensive environmental degradation both in developed and the developing country. So it is not directly talked. Economic development can take place within the ambit of conservation of natural resources. The government should make extra efforts to conserve. So definitely this is the theme of the passage. That's why the question number 13, option number B will be the more right answer. That is it's the government response. If the government taken the right efforts, efficiency can be enhanced for its developments. So question number 13, B option will be the more right. Supernovas are among the most. So in this manner we have to mark our passages, keywords through which we can easily answer our question. So the supernovas are the most energetic events in the universe, result in the complete disruption of stars at the end of their lives. Okay, originally the distinction between the type 1 and type 2 supernovas was based on solely on the presence or absence of hydrogen atoms. This distinction Okay, supernovas without hydrogen lines in the called type 1, while those with hydrogen lines were type 2 with hydrogen lines. Okay, subsequent analysis of many of these events revealed that this empirical classification scheme instead reflect two different mechanisms for the supernova explosion. Type 1 supernova happen in the binary stars, two stars that orbit closely each other. When one of the two binary stars is small, dense, and the white dwarfs are, if the companion star runs too close to the white dwarf star it is orbiting, the white dwarf's gravitational pull will draw matter from the other star. When the white acquires enough matter to become at least 1.4 times big as the sun, it collapses and explodes in a supernovas. Type 2 supernovas occur when a star much more massive than the sun, ends in life. When such a star begins burning out, the core of the star quickly collapses, releasing amazing energy in the form of neutrons, a kind of particle smaller than the even atom. Electromagnetic radiation energy that is electric and magnetic causes star to explode in a supernova, that is electromagnetic radiation. Whereas type 1 supernova typically destroy their parent stars. Type 1 and the type 2 explosion usually leaves behind the stellar core. The classification schemes regarding the mechanism for the supernova explosion helps to more answer the questions. The sun is a danger becoming the supernova. Neither does the sun have a companion star orbiting, nor does the sun have the mass necessary to become a supernova. Furthermore, it will be another billion years until the sun runs over our of fuel and the swells into a red giant star, being going into a white dwarf form. So this is a majorly somewhat scientific passage. So question: what are the basic differences between the type 1 and the type 2 supernovas they have asked? So in the first statement, these classifications are based on the absence and the presence of the CO2. So it is not the absence and the presence of the CO2 we have marked. It is majorly based on the what? Hydrogen lines. So that's why marking is so much important. Okay, so one is gone. That's why first option is not correct. So type 1 supernova happens in a binary stars. Yes, so it is, we have marked, it happens in binary stars. In type 2 supernova, star is very less massive. No, it is more massive than the sun. That's why the 3 also gone. So 2 and basically the 4. So that's why question number 14, the best option or the right option will be the 14. Option number D, that is the 2 and the 4 are the right statements. Question number 15. What is the primary theme of the passage? Two different classification systems are outlined and the question posed to help. Okay, a classification scheme is described and an example of how it works is provided. A original theory is mentioned before being overturned as a result of new finding. A single phenomenon is introduced and two overlapping classification schemes are contrasted. So majorly the theme of the passage is related with the option number D, that is the one single phenomena related with the supernovas. It actually mentioned, not the different phenomena, and two overlapping classification between the type 1 type 2 is actually mentioned. That's why question number 15, the best answer will be the option number D. So question on the problem. So what is the value of the x in the sequence given below? So while analyzing such type of sequence or the series of the numbers, that time you should know first which type of methods you should follow. So either squares, cubes of a number, squares or cubes, or any type of multiplication or division. So these are the basic methods we actually follow. So here also, so 287, 167, 119, then 47. So while analyzing these numbers, we can say these are somewhat nearer to the squares of a particular number. Like this is related to the 5 square, that is 25 minus 2 equals to 23. So 7 is related with the 3 square minus 2 equals to the 7. So 47, 7 square minus 2 equals to the 47. So 119, that is 11 square minus 2. 167 is a 13 square minus 2, and 289 17 square minus 2. So these are the prime numbers is actually, that is 17, 11, So that's why x will be the what? After 3, it will be the 2 square minus 2, that is a 4 minus 2. So the from the 16, C will be the, it is a 2. So again, question on the passage. Lower trade cost, greater facility in communication and information availability have allowed more specialization by firms and the potential to source goods and services globally. Fragmentation, internationalization of production chains are not new. It is not new, but have grown substantially in recent decades. Such fragmentation allows firms to specialize in a specific activities and thereby allow some firms to enter the global markets, since they can produce one part of a final good or provide a specific service rather than needing to the integrate an entire complex production process. Unbundling of tasks, this unbundling of the task and the business functions may have increased the opportunities for the developing countries, in particular to participate in the global value chains, as firms in developed countries outsource to more cost competitive regions. So developed countries outsource. In this way, production takes place in geographical areas that is firm in closer alignment with their comparative advantage. So directly on the question, so developing countries benefits through the outsourcing, and India is one of the leading beneficiary of such activities. So we can solve this question, that is on the basis of above passage, the following assumptions have been made, which are valid assumptions. Only developing countries, so only is a keyword, only developing countries can benefit by leveraging improvements in communications and information availability for their trade advantage. No, it is not directly mentioned that only developing countries are benefiting. So it is generalistic statement was there. So first is gone, that means 2 option is not true. Third is automatically true. Between the B and the C, earlier the entire production process has to be carried out at a specific geographical location. It is not also mentioned. So that means 2 also the wrong one. So the best option of the question number 17 is a B1, that is a 3 only. Option number B, 3 only. Then the another question, the passage seems to argue against the increased connectivity brought about by globalization. No, this is not the theme of the passage. It is not arguing based on this one. In favor of globalization driven benefits occurring to the developing countries. Definitely this is the theme of the globalization, which is talking about majorly that outsourcing of the certain activities from the developed to the developing countries. So this is a benefit of the globalization. So it can be the true answer. Okay, in favor of the domination of developed countries, no, there is no domination of the developed countries, and not in the favor against the increasing. So it is against the increasing competition, no. So that means the correct answer will be the question number 18, B option will be the correct one. Again, question on the passage. Today's developing economies use much less energy per capita than developed countries such as the United States did at similar incomes, showing the potential for low carbon growth. Adaptation use less energy per capita, okay, developing as compared to the developed. Adaptation and mitigation need to be integrated into the climate smart development strategy that increases resilience, reduces the threat of further global warming, improves development, and reduces the global warming outcomes. Adaptations and mitigation measures can advance development and prosperity, can raise incomes. Development and prosperity can raise incomes, foster better institutions, a healthier population living in better built houses, and with access to bank loans, and social security is better equipped to deal with the changing climate and its consequences. Advancing robust resilience development policies that promote adaptations is needed today. Resilient development policies, because change in the climate already begun, will increase even in the short term. So it is majorly related with the developing practices and the climate change and its relations. So it is a much larger process. The spread of economic prosperity have always been the intervened with the adoption to changing ecological conditions, but growth has altered the environment and the environmental changes has accelerated. Sustaining growth and adaptability depends the greater capacity to understand our environment, generate new adaptive technologies and practice and diffuse them widely. as economic historians have explained, much of the humankind's creative potential has been directed at adapting the changing world, but adaptation cannot cope with all the impacts related to the climate change, especially as larger changes unfold in the long term. Countries cannot grow out of harm's way fast enough to match the changing climate, and sometimes some growth strategies, whether driven by the government and maker, also add the vulnerability, particularly in overexploit natural resources. Under the Soviet development plan, irrigated cotton cultivation expanded in water-stressed Central Asia led to the near disappearance of the Aral Sea, threatening the livelihood of the fishermen, herds, farmers, and clearing mangroves. The natural coast buffers against the storm surges to make way for the intensive farming or housing development, increases the physical vulnerability of the coastal settlement. Definitely, which actually happened in the Africa as well. So majorly, the passage is talking about the implications of the developmental activities on the environment as well as the social security. So the questions on the passage: which of the following conditions of growth can add to vulnerability? When the growth occurs due to excessive exploitation of mineral resources and forest. So select the correct answers using the code given below. Okay, so when the growth occurs due to excessive exploitation of minerals, resources, and forests, so they are asking the following condition: growth can add to the vulnerability. Okay, when the growth brings about a change in humankind's creative potential, so it is actually mentioned when the growth is envisaged only for providing houses and vulnerability, yes, rather than the other sustainable development practices. When the growth occurs due to the emphasis on farmings only, no. So the best option for the question number 19 will be the 2 and the 3, that is a C. Yes, question number 19, C option will be the right option. Question number 20, what does low carbon growth imply in the present context? So low carbon growth, more emphasis on the use of renewable sources of energy. So there is no talking about the renewable source of energy within the passage. Less emphasis on the manufacturing sector and more emphasis on the agriculture sector. No. Switching over from the monoculture practices, mixed farming. Less demand for the for goods and the less demand for goods and the services. No. So question number 20, that none of the statement is the correct one. That's why we can say the question number 20, option number D will be the right answer, because low carbon growth is related with the per capita consumption. So which is the first, this one, today's developing economy much less energy per capita than the developed countries. Similar concern showing the potential for the low carbon growth. So that's why the marking is so much important. So low carbon growth deals with the low per capita consumption. That's why question number 20, option number D will be the right answer. For the 4 questions I have given next directions, that is 21. So there are the multiple statements. Read the following information and answer the 4 items that follows. So some directions is given. 11 students are there, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and the I, J, K of a hostel go to a gym at different times of a day. Only 2 students go between A and B. So some statements are given. So as we practiced that, just find out what is the exact information is given within the these statements and mark your statements accordingly for simplification of this information. So there are the 11 students are there. So the 11 students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So 11 students are there. Okay, the only 2 students go between A and B. C goes after B and only 5 students go before C. H goes before B. Only 2 students go after D and only students go before F. Okay, so that means this is exact information. This will be our first statement. Only 2 students go after D. That means here will be the D, and only 2 students go before F. So this will be the F. Okay. Number of students who go after J and before K is same. Okay. K goes before C. K goes before C, and after H, 3 students go between C and E. So the second, again we have to find out the next. C goes just before B and only 5 students go before C. So the second, our statements we have to find out is C goes just before B and only 5 students go before C. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here will be the C. So only the 5 students go before C. Okay, and C goes just after B. That means B will be here. Okay, this will be the second statement. Now the third statement. Third statement is only 2 students between A and B. So it is mentioned only the 2 students is between A and B. So A can be here as well as here. So they are the 2 positions of the A. So this will be our third statement. Now we have to find out relations with the this A and the B itself. So now the K goes before C but after H. Number of students who go after J and before K is the same. Okay, so number of students, so and the 3 students go between C and the E. So relation with the C is actually given. So this will be our fourth statement, that the 3 students go between C and the E, C and E, C and the E. So A is not possible. So here E will be there. 3 students between the C and the E. Okay. Then our next statement is regarding number of students who go after J and before K is the same one. So after J and the before K, it is actually given the same number of students, 3 and the 3. These are the only 2 places are there. It is a before K there are the 3 students and after J there will be the 3 students. So these are the 2 positions are only possible for this statement. That means this will be the 5th number statement. Then 6th number statement will be the H goes before B. So H goes before B, there are the position. That means H will come here. That means A will come here. So if A, because A position is gone, so this will be our 6th statement. This will be the 6th and the last 7. G went before I. G went before I. That means G will be the here or I will be the here. So in this manner you have to set your complete preferences. So accordingly you should mark your statements and exact information statement should be considered in the first. That is the key. So let's solve the questions. The number of students before G is the same as the number of students after. Before G and the after. So before G there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are the 6 students before G. So that means there is a need of the 6 students after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after B will be the right answer. So B for Bombay, that is question number 21. Option number B will be the right answer. Next question. Who is the first student go to gym? So is the first student then. So H will be the first student. H will be the first student goes to gym. H, A, F, K, B, C, G, J, D, E and the I. This is the series. So H will be the first student. That means question number 22, option number C will be the right answer. Then question number 23. How many students go to gym after J? Go to gym after J. So there are the 3 students after J who goes to gym. So question number 23, option number B, that is the 3 students go after J. So question number 23, option number B will be the right answer. Then question number 24, which of the following is correct? So B goes to gym before F. B goes to gym before F. No, B goes to gym after F. That means first statement is the wrong one. 2 students go to gym between G and I. 2 students go to gym between G and the I. No, 3 students. So that means this second statement is also the wrong one. This is the 3. So K goes just before F. K goes just before F. No, K goes just after F. That means this is also the wrong one. So the best answer or the right answer for the question number 24 is the D option. That is none is correct. So these are the 4 questions. It takes time, but definitely the 4 question definitely gives you the 8 number of marks. So now not the 8, 10 number of marks. So 25. There are the 3 contestants, Rohan, Mohan and Sohan in an election. Rohan secured 30% of the total votes. So the Rohan 30% of the votes. Okay. Total votes. Mohan secured 60% of the remaining votes. So now the remaining votes is 70%. So the Mohan secured 60% of the remaining, that is the 60% of the 70 upon 100. So this will be the 42% votes of the total secured by the Mohan. So now the remaining is the Sohan. Sohan secured the 30, 42, that means the 28% of the votes to the Sohan. So this is the percentage of the votes to the individual, that is the Rohan 30, Mohan 42 and the Sohan 28. So Sohan secured 84,000 votes. So 28% equals to the 84,000 is actually given. That means we have to find out what was the winning margin. So this 30% and the 42% we have to find out. So if the 28% equal to the 84,000, so we have to find out the other percentage as well. So now the 42% of the votes, 28% equals to the 84,000. Now the 30% votes equals to what? This will be the 84,000 into 30 upon 28. So this will be the 7 चौक 28, 7 एक 7, 7 दूनी 14, 0 4, 4 3 12. So this will be the 90,000. So the 90,000 votes is secured by the 30%. So this will be the 30% equals to the 90,000 votes. Okay. So now the 42,000 votes, 42% votes. So again we have to calculate the 42%. So the 42 into this 90,000 divided by 30. So this 3 त्रिक 9, 3000, 42 त्रिक 4 त्रिक 12, 3 दूनी 6. So 1,26,000. So this will be the 1,26,000 equals to 1,26,000. Okay. So what is the question? What was the winning margin? That is the difference between the winner and the runner-up in the votes. So winning votes will be the 1,26,000 and runner-up is the 90,000. So we have to subtract this 90,000 from this one, and the remaining will be 36,000 votes. So that's why question number 25, option number D will be the right answer. That is the 36,000 votes is the difference between these two. Now again the question: a shopkeeper sells an item at a certain price. If he sells that item at 33.33% of the original selling price, then he suffers a loss of 33.33%. So suppose we can take the selling price equals to the x1 and this will be the what then. So loss of this, the original selling price, he sells the item, so the new selling price equals to the x upon 33%. So for the calculations we can take this will be the 300, so this will be the 100 and still he suffers the loss of 33.33%. So that means this 100 will be the what? 66.66%. So if it is 66.6%, then 100% will be the 100 into 600 upon 66.66. So this will come 37. So this will be the almost 150. So this will be the 150. Okay. So this will come. So new SP will be the 150. So find the profit percent if he sells that item at the 60% of the original selling price. So the profit percent if he sells, then the third SP equals to the 60% of the original selling price is a considered is a 300. That is equals to the 180. 180 will be the third SP. So what they are asking the profit percentage. So profit percentage means the new SP is this one, cost price is this one. So the profit percentage equals to the 180 minus 150 upon 150 into 100 equals to the 30 upon 150 into 100. This will be the 3 5 15 5 2 10. This is the 20%. So profit percentage will be the 20%. That means question number 26, the B is the right answer, that is a 20%. So for the simplification of the calculation, we should take the number which is easy for the calculation. That's why I took the 300, because it said that the 33.33%, that means 1 by 3. So this is nothing but the 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 of the 300 is a 101. And this 100 is nothing but the 66%. Why? Because the 33% loss is actually mentioned. So the 100% price will be the 150. So for this purpose, you should take a certain numbers for the easy of your calculation and to save the time. So the question number 26, option number B will be the right answer. So now again, question on the passage. Question number 27, emotions has a significant role in raga nishpatti, where vocal instruments, music have special place. A musician selects ragas according to circumstances and fills the audience with different emotions and feelings. Okay, the emotions which are derived out of much are based on raga, tala, swara, gita, laya, instrument and other meaning of the text. A swara depicts the depth of feelings by its intricate presentation, and bhava and the rasa are closely related to each other. Swaras are capable of showing rasas and the bhavas. Komal and the tivra swaras are associated with the emotions, and not only swara but shrutis, mean, gamak and imagination of an artist create the rasa in a raga. In this context, the pada or the bandisha is important in creating the rasa. Music based on swara combinations is a literature which consists of the bhava, rasa and the alankara. The imaginative expression of an artist is depicted by the inherent beauty of a bandish composition. Bandish is in fact a characteristics from a raga. Emotions can be expressed by singing or playing the ragas by following the time theory of the ragas. Emotions. The relation of raga and the season is traditional. Raga and the season is traditional and related to the feelings by selecting the ragas and their presentation in adherence to the time theory. So based on the time, fills the audience with the rasa and the bhava for creating emotion in the swara of the music of kaku is also an important powerful element. Enhanced rasa of singing, playing, even vilambita, madhya and dhruta layas play important role in the creating emotions, which can present serious and the frivolous expressions in music. So expressions. Besides this, varna, alankara, satyagamaka, svata, tana, alapa also have significant role in the creating rasa and the bhavas. The musical performance of an artist is just full of rasa by knowing that which composition, gata and the resonance of an artist's program. And echo has filled the audience with the maximum rasa as the interactions of inherent feelings of bandish. Feeling of bandish by use of swaras and its embellishments is developed in the raga. A divine atmosphere is created with pleasure in place of rasa and bhava. In music, totality of various embellishments instead of separate swaras create ecstasy and the divine pleasure of music. So much elaborated passage on the music where you can get the so much of the information for your general knowledge. So question number 27. Which of the following is component of the raga? So emotions, definitely. The vocal music, yes. Body movements, so it is not actually mentioned. Instrumental music, so yes. So we can say the question number 27, the 1, 2 and the 4 are the right answer. That means question number 27, option number B is the right answer. The question number 28, which of the following statement is not true? So this you need to be marked cautiously in the exam for not actually getting your more than 3 marks, because 2.5 and the negative marking. So bhava and the A option, that is bhava and the rasa, are closely related with which each other, and swaras are capable of showing this, definitely. So it is crux of the passage. Komala and the tivra swaras are associated with the emotions, yes, it is mentioned and we marked. Music based on swara combination is a literature, yes. So all the 3 statements are above are correct one. That's why question number 28, the D option will be the right option, that is none of the above statement is the correct. So again, question on the passage 14, product bundling is a very common strategy implemented in many industries. Objective is combine products so that consumer derives more value than if the products were bought individually. A typical example is a meal or menu in a restaurant. The price is cheaper. The price is cheaper for the consumer when compared with a separate order for a starter, main dishes and the dessert. It is also more convenient and saves time by providing additional features or complementary functions. The benefits of the bundle often go beyond price. So it is just a illusion actually. Product bundling can also be used to introduce to the consumer new products that she may have not initially thought about buying. E-commerce website, for example, often suggest products that are brought together with the one picked by the customer to encourage further. And definitely this will be the loss of money through the Flipkart and Amazons. And we are developing some more consumerist culture. The rationale is the same for services bundled with goods, but since services are about changing the conditions of the consuming units, services bundled with goods are generally more related to the additional or complementary features that can be added to the good and provide extra benefits to the consumer. Through services, the idea is also to establish long-lasting relationship with the consumer rather than a one-off sale of multiple products. Accompanying the customer through the product life cycle can create loyalty. It also provides information to the manufacturer that can be used to improve products. Last but not the least, services are generally a more stable source of revenues and more resilient fluctuation during the economic cycle. So this is more passage related with the bundling of the products and the services delivery and recent consumerism emerging in the era of e-commerce. So now directly the question number 29. Which of the following is a possible implication of the above passage? E-commerce giants in India are incurring losses because they follow product bundling to increase sales volume. So it is not actually mentioned that e-commerce, somewhat they are definitely gaining certain resources. So product bundling has worked well only. So only is the keyword in countries having the booming service sector. So this is also not actually mentioned. So government also being a service provider can consider exploring the feasibility of product bundling in administration. So we can say this is possible. So either A and B. So after cancelling one or the two options, this C option will be the right one. We can say the government is also one of the service provider, and product bundling in the such manner can also increase our efficiency and effectiveness of the service delivery. So that's why the question number 29, most correct option will be the C option. Question number 30. On the basis of above passage, the following assumption has been made. Innovation can be an important driver of the growth of business enterprises. Product bundling gives rise to the consumerism by virtually forcing consumers to use products they do not actually need. In a materialistic society, social status is determined by the physical possessions of the individual. So definitely 3 is not true. That means 3 is gone. So we are arriving at the answer. So above assumptions are valid. So definitely the first assumption is a more valid. Not directly raising the consumerism, it is our need as well as the greed also. Only they are producing the advertisement. Okay, so question number 30, option number B will be the more right answer. Next questions on the passage itself, question number 31 and the 32. Chief Economic Advisor Arvind Subramaniam first economic survey is notably for the 3 main reasons. First, the overall sense of optimism that is excluded and justifiably so on the economy and its prospect in the medium term. Second, the emphasis on the fiscal discipline, quality of expenditure and the public investments, mainly in the railways, public to give boost to the economy. Definitely the railway investment gives the boost to the economy because it is one of the most important infrastructure development. And finally, the thrust on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's pet schemes of Jan Dhan Yojana and the direct benefit transfer as means of eliminating the leakages. Definitely the government saves a huge amount of money through the DBTs in the subsidy mechanisms and ensuring that subsidies reach those who deserve. Definitely alongside Mr. Subramaniam, has also raised the question mark over the new data series on the GDP growth announced a couple of weeks ago, pointing out that India is not a tiger economy yet, as the data would have us believe India is a recovering economy. India is a recovering economy rather than a surging one. The survey says, pointing out that the numbers seem difficult to reconcile with each developments in the economy. Other major economic data such as the industrial output, trade and agriculture coupled with anecdotal evidence point to any economic that is on the mend gradually and not to once is galloping away on growth. That said, there is a little reasons to question the survey's conclusion that India is now in a sweet spot of thanks to a government that has mandate for reforms and a high external environment that has had a favorable impact on the current account deficit and inflation. Indeed, if India does achieve the projected CAD of 1% in the 2016, that would be in a large part due to the falling commodity prices, particularly the crude oil. Okay, the survey projection of 8.1 to 8.5% of the GDP growth 2015-16 would be credible given the present economic environment. The bets will be the more on the lower end of the band. So I reiterate this advocacy. So this is majorly the economic passage, which is a huge one. So for public investment to act as a booster dose, and interestingly he has picked up the railways as the growth locomotive. So definitely the railway investment is so much important, connecting the throughout the India and developing the multiple sectors. So arguing that it is a reversing the cycle under investment in the railways can do wonders to the economy. This ties is with the week's railway budget emphasize on the long-term investment. In fact, it is tempting to conclude that the increase in the gross budget support to the railways to the third to about 40,000 crore in evidence of this policy in action. Railways could be the Narendra Modi government what roads were to the Vajpayee administration. The survey has clear advice for Finance Minister Arun Jaitley: control expenditure through subsidy reduction, improve the quality of expenditure by spending more on the investment and less on the consumption, borrowing only for the investment. Act on this budget today. So this is a very huge passage on basis of the economic affairs, majorly the economic survey and the budgetary allocations, especially to the railways. So first question, which of the following is not so this need to be marked, not the significant highlight of the economic survey? It infused the hope of revival of the Indian economy. The direct benefit transfer scheme will ensure plugging of lacking funds. Definitely this is the highlight. Government will control the expenditure in a railway too. Austerity measures will be adopted by government. So these two are actually mentioned within the passage. So it infused the hope of revival of the Indian economy. So this is the correct answer. It is not a significant highlight of the economic survey. Other three, that is the 2, 3 and the 4 are the highlights of the economic survey through the investment in the, especially in the railway sector. So question number 31, A will be the right answer. So question number 31, the option will be the this 3-1. This is not the correct one. That government will control the expenditure in the railway too, rather than we are actually enhancing the railway expenditure. Next third one, for the enhancement of the developmental activity. So that's why question number 31 right option will be the C1. That is the only 3 is not actually mentioned within the passage. Definitely it is a revival of the Indian economy. Question number 31, option number C. Question number 32, what can be the reason for the reversal of cycle of underinvestment in Indian railways? Public investment will act as a booster dose for railways. Railways running in the loss? No. Railways infrastructure needs an overhauling. India is on the path of recovery in Indian economy and can improve situation in the railways too. So what can be the reason for the reversal of cycle of underinvestment in Indian railways? So railways are asking. So this one is the right. So correct answer in the given code below, that is the question number 32. The option number A, that is the only one, will be the right answer. The public investment will act a booster dose and the government's priority in the railway sector. So the question number 32, A will be the right answer. Again, question number 33 on the passage, a small passage. Why did Hitler's plan to eradicate the Jews through slave labor camps in Poland begin with the 999 young women? The fascist government wanted to eliminate fertile bearers of the next generation of Jews, but also, according to Slovak historian, it was easier to get families to relinquish daughters than sons. In addition, it was thought that the girls would entice their families to follow them to the relocation camps. The historian says, where Jews were being resettled or rehomed, Nazi emphasizing for killed. So this is a small passage on the Hitler's activities. On the basis of above passage, the following assumption have been made. So above are valid assumptions. Slovak historians had a patriarchal mindset that often eclipsed with their worldview. No. The fascist government wanted that the Jews to resettle. No. So this is, both the statements are actually not mentioned. This assumption cannot be taken into consideration. That's why question number 33, the right option will be the D1. It is neither 1 nor 2. Now the question number 34, a problem statement. In a class of 60 students, so 60 students, 30 opted for the NCC. So 30 is for the NCC, 32 opted for the NSS single, and 24 opted for the both NCC. So the diagram we need to be drawn, that the 24 for the both 24. So 30 for the NCC, the remaining 6 will be for the NCC, 32 for the NNS and SS, that is the remaining 8 will be for the NSS. So this is for the NCC, this is for the NSS. So what they ask, probability that the students opted for the NCC or NNS. So it is or, that means the complete students are the total students are 60 and the NCC or NNS. So we need to add this. 30 there is a 38 upon 60. So this will be the probability. That means 38 19 and it is, so 19 upon 30. So the simple question, the 19 upon 30. That's why the question number 34, option number C will be the right answer. 19 upon 30 will be the probability of this NCC or NNS. Question number 35. 4 years ago, a mother was 1/4 times elder than her daughter in age. If the total present age of the two be 60 years, then what is the present age of the daughter? So the present age of mother considering the M and the present age of the daughter considering the D. So what they have given, that the present age of the two is, that is M plus D equals to the 60, and the 4 years ago. So 4 years ago means M minus 4 equals to the 2 1/4 times elder than her daughter in age. So 2 1/4 times elder than her daughter in age, that means D minus 4, 2 1/4, so 9/4, directly 9/4. So here we can draw the equations. This is the 4M minus 16 equals to the 9D minus 36. So 9D 36 minus 16, that is 20 equals to the 9D minus 4M. So this will be the second equation and this will be the first equation. We need to equate this one. So this will be the 4M plus 4D equals to the 240. So 4M plus 4D. So directly we are going to add this one, that is a 240 plus this is a 4D plus 4M. So this will cancel 13D. So 13D equals to the 260. So D equals to the 20 years. So D is the daughter age. So what is the present age of the daughter they have asked? So the present age of the daughter will be the 20. That means question number 35 D will question number 35 B, that is Bombay, 20 years is the right answer. A bus covered a certain distance from a village A to B at a speed of 60 km per hour. Okay, so A to B at a speed of 60 km per hour. So suppose distance will be the A to B distance will be suppose x kilometer. Okay. So speed is this. So time will be the t equals to the distance upon speed, that is x upon 60. Okay. However, on its return journey, it got stuck in traffic and covered the same distance at the speed of 40 km and took a 2 hour more to reach its destination. That means now the time is t plus 2 hours. The distance is same, that is x, and speed reduced to the 40. So another equation is there. So t plus 2 equals to the x upon 40. So what is the distance covered between village A and B? So they are asking the x. So we need to put this x equals to t value, that is x upon 60. So x upon 60 plus 2 equals to the x upon 40. So this will be the sin 12 120, that is x plus 120 upon 60 equals to the x upon 40. This will be the 40x plus 1. So this so 2 6 2 2 4. So this will be the 2x plus 240 equals to the 3x. So x minus, so 3x minus 2x equals to x equals to the 240. So directly we are arriving at the distance, that is the x equals to the 240 kilometer. That means question number 36, option number A will be the right answer, that is a 240 kilometer is the distance between the village A and the village. Question number 37, 4 different objects 1, 2, 3 and 4 are distributed at random in 4 places. Mark 1, 2, 3 and 4. What is the probability that none of the objects occupies the place corresponding to its numbers? So total sample set equals to the 4 object, that means the 4 factorial. This was total sample set. So we have to analyze this. So consider these were the boxes are the A, B, C and the D, and they are probably that none of the objects occupy the place corresponding. So A is the one, that means 2 will be the first. So here will be the 1, 4, 3. So again 2. So here will be the 4, 1, 3. So again 2. So this will be the 3, 1, 4. So that means 3 sample sets is actually developed through this one. So in the same manner, when we are putting the other numbers, that means 3, there are the 9 total sample sets of this one will be developed, 3 for each. For the A there are the 3 sample sets. So the total sample sets for this will be the 9. So the probability directly 9 upon total sample set is a 4 factorial. So this will be the 9 upon 4 factorial. 4 3 12, 12 2 24. So 3 3 9, 3 4 2 8. So it will be the 3 by 8. So it will be the 3 by 8. So probability for this, that is the question number 37. Answer will be the B, that is the 3 by 8 is the probability. So in this manner you can put, this will be the 9 ways total after changing this 2 by the other numbers, because at the place of the A we cannot put 1. That's why here first 2, then 4 and then will be the 3, and this total sample set will be developed into the 9 number. So question number 37, option number B, that is a 3 by 8. Question number 38, in a cricket match 5 batsmen A, B, C and the D and E scored an average of 36. So A plus B plus C plus D plus E upon 5 equals to 36 run. So this will be equals to the 36 into 5 3 3 5 15 180. This will be the 180 average. So D scored 5 more than E. So D scored 5 more than 3. So D equals to the 5 plus E. Okay. E scored 8 fewer than the A. So E scored 8 fewer than the A, that is A minus 8. B scored as many as D and E combined. So B scored as many as D plus E combined. Okay. and B and C scored 107. So B plus C is given, B plus C equals to the 107. So this B plus C we can put here. So A plus D plus E plus 107 equals to the 180. So the what they are asking? They are asking the E score. So value in terms of E need to be put. So the D equals to 5 plus E and A equals to E plus 8. So E plus 8 plus 5 plus E plus E equals to the 180 minus 107. 7 गेले 3 8 गेले 3 8 म्हणजे 7 73. So this will be the 3E plus 8 and 5 13 equals to the 73. 3E equals to the 60. Therefore E equals to the 20. So value of E will be the 20. Just putting the numbers and their terms. So question number 38, D will be the right answer. That is a 20. So question number 39, examine the following statements that all fruits are vegetables. All fruits are vegetables. Some fruits are not vegetable. Fruits are not vegetable. Some fruits are vegetables. So they are asking which of the above two statements cannot both be true. All fruits, some fruits are not vegetable. 1 and 3, 1, 2. Question number 39, that is 1 fruits are not. So these two statements cannot be both be true. Either one will be true. So question number 39, option number C will be the right answer. That is a 1 and 3. Question number 40, Virat Kohli has certain average for 9 innings. Virat Kohli has certain average for 9 innings. Suppose average total number of runs is a X. So divided by 9. So Y will be the average. So this will be the first. In the 10th inning he scores 100 runs. That is a X plus 100 upon 10. And thereby increasing his average by the 8 runs. That is a Y plus 8. So X plus 100 equals to the 10Y plus 80. So 20 equals to the 10Y minus X. So this will be the another. So here equals to the, that is a X equals to 9Y. X equals to 9Y. So this will be the 10Y minus 9Y equals to 20. Therefore Y equals to 20. So value of the Y is at 20. So if Y is 20, then the initially X equals to the 180. So in the first 9 innings, the Virat Kohli scored the 180 runs. Then in the 10th inning, there are the 100 runs. So they are asking his new average is. So in the 10th inning, score will be the 180 plus 100. It will be the 280, and the average equals to the 280 divided by 10. That is a 28. So that means question number 40, 28. That is a C option will be the right answer. Read the following statements in the course of action and decide which course of action is logically correct. Statement: the migration from villages to cities is detrimental to both. Course of action: rural posting should be mandatory. So this mandatory word is not is an extreme word. So this will not follow. Employment opportunity be created in the villages. So definitely employment opportunity need to be created in the villages. Okay. There should be trains lining villages to the cities. So majorly these employment opportunities need to be created in the villages. This will be the Gram Swaraj. So 41, the best option will be the option number B. That is the only 2 will be the logical inference. That is the correct answer will be the 41, B for Bombay. That is only 2 followed. So question number 42. A man can row at a 10 km per hour in a still water. So speed is given. Speed in the still water that is 10 kilometer per hour. If it takes total 5 hours to go to a place 24 kilometers away and return, okay, so to a place 24 kilometers away and return, so the total time taken equals to the 5 hour is actually given. So speed is actually not known. So suppose we can say that the speed in the still water is given, speed in the upstream and downstream is actually not given. So suppose the current speed is equal to, considering the y kilometer per hour, and the suppose then the upstream equals to the upstream speed, this will be the x minus y kilometer per hour, and the downstream speed equals to the x plus y kilometer per hour. So this will be the downstream and the upstream speed, okay. Then time equals to what? Time equals to the total distance upon speed. So total time is actually given, that is a 5 hour. So this 5 equals to the distance is a 24 kilometer is actually given. So 24 kilometer upon the x minus y plus 24 kilometer upon x plus y. So this equation need to be solved. So we will solve here, okay. So the now this 5 upon 24 is equals to the x minus y x plus y, that is a x minus y plus x plus y upon x square minus y square. So this will come 2x, that is a 5 upon 24 equals to the 2x upon x square minus y square. So 10 is actually given, so 10 is a x1, so 5 upon 24 equals to the 20 upon 100 minus y square, 20 upon 100 minus y square. So after solving this equation, that is this 5 upon 24, 20 upon 100 minus y square, we will arrive, this is a 5 that is a 100 minus y square equals to the 4 चौक 16 7 साला 1 4 2 8 आणि 96. So y square equals to the 4, so y equals to the 2, so y equals to the 2 kilometer. Then the speed of the water in the current, that is a y kilometer, as we consider, is a 2. That means question number 42 A will be the right answer, that is a 2 kilometer per hour. 43, question number 43, I went 3 kilometer towards south. So suppose this will be the south, that is a 3 kilometer south. Then I turn to the right, okay, so this will be the right, while moving towards the south, this will be the right, and went up to the 5 kilometer, okay, and then again I turn to the right, so this will be the west. So again I turn to the right and walk 7 kilometer, so this will be the again right and walk the 7 kilometer. Lastly, in which direction was I going? So direction will be the, this will be the north direction, this is the south direction, because definitely it is a opposite direction. So simple question, question number 43, D will be the right answer. Then next question, question number 44, that the 4 men are waiting at the Delhi airport for a Mumbai flight. 2 are doctors and the other 2 are businessmen. 2 speak only Gujarati and the 2 speak only Tamil, and no 2 of the same profession speak the same language, okay. So doctor, Tamil, Gujarati, 2 are the Muslims and the 2 are the Christians. So the religion is also given, their profession is also given. So this will be the profession, this will be the language, and this will be the religion. So no 2 of the same religion are of the same profession, nor do they speak the same language, okay. So everything need to be different. The Tamil speaking doctor is a Christian, so one information is given, that is a Tamil speaking doctor is a Christian, okay. So another doctor will be the definitely the then Gujarati and having the Muslim as a religion. Then next will be the two are the businessmen. So the one businessman having the Muslim as a profession will be having the Tamil as a language then, and another will be the Gujarati with the Christian. So this will be the our complete chart. So we have to follow these statements. The Christian businessman speaks Gujarati. The Christian businessman speaks Gujarati, so it will be the right. The Gujarati speaking doctor is a Muslim. The Gujarati speaking doctor will be the Muslim, so it will be also right. So both the statements are the right one. So question number 44 C will be the right answer. Both 1 and 2 follows. Then the question number 45. In a queue, Mr. X is a 14 from the front. So there is a queue. So Mr. X is a 14 from the front and Mr. Y 14 from the front and Mr. Y is a 17 from the end. Suppose Mr. Y is here and he is 17th from the end. Okay. While Mr. Z is exactly in between Mr. X and Y. Okay. So Z is exactly in between them, these two. Okay. And there are the 48 persons in the queue. If Mr. X is ahead of Mr. Y and there are the 48 persons in the queue, how many persons are there between Mr. X and Mr. Y? So the remaining are there 17, 2, 34 and so this will be the between them there are the 17 persons. So 8 this will be the 9th. So 9 and 14 and 9 14 plus 9. So this will be the 17. So what they are asking, how many persons are there between Mr. X and Mr. Z? So there will be the 9 person. Mr. So here will be the 9th one. Okay, so there will be the 8 persons. So the 8 persons will be there in between Mr. X and the Mr. Z. So question number 45, option number C, that is the 8 will be the answer because 9th is the position of the Z. 8 here because Z is in the between, total are the 17. Okay, the simple one 45. Then the 46. If 4 examiners can examine a certain number of answers books in 8 days by working 5 hours a day. Okay, so examiners in a certain number of answer booklet days working hours. So there are the 4 examiners, certain number of answer booklets, suppose X in the 8 days working for the 5 hours. For how many hours a day would 2 examiners have to work in order to examine the twice the number of answer booklets in 20 days? So this is the need to be answered. So this considered as a Y. So here we know that number of main days and the hours divided by their work. So main are the 4. So that means E multiplied by D multiplied by H upon A. Here equals to the E1 D1 H1. So E2 into D2 into H2 upon A2. So this will be the 4 into 8 into 5 divided by X equals to the 2 into 20 into Y divided by 2X. So X cancel, 2 cancel, 5 20, 4 cancel, so 8 and the Y is remaining. So that means 46. C will be the right answer, that is 8. 46 option number C. So it is simple, this you should know and just the calculations. Then the 47, in a question paper there are the 4 multiple choice type questions. Each question has a 5 choices with only 1 choice for its correct answer. What are the total number of ways in which a candidate will not get all the 4 answers correct? Okay, so there are the 4 multiple choice questions, and each question having the 5 choices. So that means total number of choices, total sample set will be the 5. So easy, 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. So this is 625. So this total sample set will be the 625, and what they are asking, total number of ways in which a candidate will not get all the 4 answers are correct. So that means only one condition will be there where all the options are correct one. All options are correct one. Only one condition will be there. All options are correct. That one condition need to be minus from the 625. So remaining will be the 624, where one will be the wrong answer. Only one condition will be there where all the 4 options are the right one. So that means question number 47, easy, just the logic. The C option, that is the 624, is a right answer. So out of 80 students in a class, 25 are studying commerce, 25, mathematics are 15, and physics 13. 3 are studying commerce and mathematics. So C plus M, commerce and mathematics are the 3. 4 are studying mathematics and the physics, mathematics plus physics, there are the 4, and 2 are studying commerce and the physics, commerce and the physics are the 2, and 1 student is studying all the 3 subjects, that is C plus P plus M equals to 1. So we need to draw, and total number of students is the 80, that is the total equals to 80. So okay, so 1 student is in the common. Okay, then the C plus M, consider this C, this is P, and this will be the M. That is the C plus M. There are the 3, 1 is there, that means 2 are there. Then the C plus P, there are the 2, that means 1 is here, and the M plus P, that are the 4, that means 3 will be here. So commerce 25 students, so 2 3 4 25, this will be the 21. Mathematics 15 are there, 3 4 5 6 15 6 9 will be there. Then the physics 13, 3 4 5 13, 8 will be there. Total are the 80. So how many students are not studying any of the 3 subjects? So addition, just addition, 21, 29, 38, 40, 45. So there are the 45 students which are studying. That means 35 students are not studying anything. So question number 48, answer will be the A option, that is a 35. 48, A option. 49, if a sum of money is lent at a simple interest, then money gets double in 5 years if the rate of interest is 16. So just consider 100 will be the principal, 100 into 5 into 16. If the rate of interest is 16. So here just a small mistake, there is a 16, 2 by 3 is there in the question paper, T by, so there is a 50 by 3. So this will be the divided by PNR upon 100, divided by 100, so this will go on 25 upon 3, in 8 24, in 0.33. So this will be the 33. So money gets double in a 5 year, no, so this will wrong. Money gets double in a 5 year if the rate of interest is 20%. So 100 into 5 into 20 upon 100. So definitely this is bunch of number. So money gets double because this is the interest. So total money will be the 100 plus 100 will be the 200. So this will be the right. That means 2 will be the right. 1 is wrong. Okay. So 2 option will cancel. Okay. Money become 4 times in 10 years. 100 into 5. 100 into 10 into, if he gets double in the 5 year, money becomes 4 times in 10 years if he gets in the 5 year, no. So same rate of interest, 20 upon 100. So 200, so it will return the 300. So that means only the 2 option is the right one. 49, option number B, that is only 2 follows. This is also the wrong. 50, at a certain conference of 100 people, there are the 29 Indian women Okay, so there is a conference having the 100 people, 29. So having the 100 out of 100, there are the Indians and then the foreigners. Among the Indian women, 29 are the women. So 29 and the 23 are the men. 23 men, 29 women. So total here, known is 10, 2, 12, 52. So this will be the 48. This will be the 52. Okay. Of these Indian people, 4 are doctors. So through this 50, 48 itself, we are arriving at the answer, that is the question number 50, option number 8. But we will solve this. Okay. The 4 are doctors and 24 are either men or 4 are doctors. 4 are doctors. 24 are either men of doctors. There are foreign doctors. How many of foreigners and women doctors are attending the conference? They have asked. Directly we have, that is the n of main intersection D equals to the n of m plus n of D, that is a plus n of m union D. So this will be the minus this one. So this will be the formula, and we can put this thing, that is a 4 equals to the plus 24, that is a 47, 23, sorry, number of doctors are there, plus 4, and this will be the n of m is a 23 plus 4 minus this is a minus 24. So now this is a 27 minus 24 equals to the 4, that is the intersection, that is the men and the women. This is to the men and women are the, this is a 3. So this is the men and the women, there are the 3, and total number of doctors are the 4, 1, that means 4 minus 1, 4 minus 3 equals to the 1. So 48 and the 1 will be the right answer. Question number 50, option number A, that is the 48 and the 1. Consider the following figure and answer the question that follows. What is the minimum number of different colors required to paint the figure given above such that no two adjacent regions have the same color? So we can have the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here will be the 3. Sorry. So again 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here will be the 3, 1 or 2. So that means the 3 colors are sufficient to answer the condition. So question number 51, answer number A option, that is a 3, 1. 51, then the 52. Question number 52, either A and examine the following statements. Either A and B are of the same age, or A is older than B. A is older than or equal to the B. Either C and D are of the same age, or D is older than C. D is older than C, and B is older than C. B is older than C. So these are the 3 conditions is actually given. So from the above condition, which one of the following conclusion can be drawn from the above statements? As the A is older than B. A is older than B. Okay. A can be the having the same equal age with the B. B and D are of the same age. B and D are of the same age. No. D is older than C. We can say A is older than C. Definitely we can say the A is older than C with the these 2 conditions reference, because B is confirmed that older than the C, that means A is older than the C. So D option. So question number 52, option number D will be the right answer, that is A is older than salesman. Question number 53, a salesman by mistake calculates profit percentage of an article on its selling price and says that it is a 25%. What is the actual profit percentage? So consider SP equals to the 100. So profit percentage is a profit equals to the 25. Then CP will be 75. But he said it is a 25% actual percentage. That is the amount of profit upon cost price into 100. This will be the 75 in 0.33. That is a 33.33. That is a 33 1 by 3. So question number 53, answer will be the C option, that is the 33 1 by 3 will be the right answer. The actual percentage. So it is easy to take 100. It is easy to take 100 for the calculation purpose, and this is a very simple calculation, simple method. So question number 54, consider the following velocity time graph. It shows two trains starting simultaneously on parallel tracks. Okay, with reference to the above graph, which one of the following statements is not correct? So they are asking the not correct statement that need to be marked carefully. The train B has an initial acceleration greater than that of train A. So initial acceleration from this graph, we can say yes, it is right statement. Train B is faster than train A at all times. So definitely on the graph part we can say it is true. Both trains have the same velocity at time 2. No, we can say the velocity is different. Have the same velocity. Okay, both trains travels at the same distance in 2 units. No, so they same velocity. Yes, velocity is the same one. So both trains travel the same distance. So distance will be the different one. So question number 54, D will not be the right answer. Sorry, D will not, this statement is not the correct one. So question number 54, D, option number D will be the right answer. So there are 50 students admitted to a nursery class. Some students can speak only English and some can speak only Hindi. 10 students can speak both English and Hindi. So Venn diagram, 10 students can speak both English and the Hindi. If the number of students who can speak English is 21, so 10 minus 21, so these are 11. Then how many students can speak Hindi and how many students can speak only Hindi and how many can speak only English. So there the 50 students are there total. So 21, 21, 50, that means 29 are there here. Hindi. So only English speaking are the 11. Okay. How many can speak only English? Okay. How many students can speak only Hindi speaking are the 29. So only Hindi speaking are the 29. And how many students can speak Hindi? Total Hindi are the 39. So 39, 29 and 11. 39, 29 and 11. That is question number 55. Option number D will be the right answer. Question number 56. 5 bells begin to toll together and toll respectively at intervals of 6, 5, 7, 10 and 6, 5, 7, 10 and the 12 second. How many times they will toll together? Will they toll together in 1 hour excluding one at the start? Okay. So 1 hour, that means we need to convert this to be the 3600 second. So that we have to find out the LCM between them. So 6, 5, 7, 10 and the 12. So 420 will be the LCM. So after 420 second, they again toll together. So this will be the first time after the initiation. So directly division of this one. So this will be the 21 BKB BRT 16 3 7 7 3 21 3 7 21 आणि 3 7 18 60 upon 7. So 7 8 56. So 8. So definitely 56. It will be the 8 times. 56. Option number B, Bombay. That is the 8 times they will toll together. Then the 57. The price of ghee is increased by the 32%. Therefore, a family reduces its consumption so that the increment in price of ghee is only 10%. If consumption of ghee is 10 kg before the increment, then what is the consumption now? So initially consumption is a 10 kg. Suppose the price will be the 100. So increment is a 32%. Same 10 kg having the price 132. But here kg is not there, but it should be the price 10%. 10% of this one, that means 110. So need to be calculate this one. So this will be the 10 into 110 upon 132. Be 11 11 10 11 22 12 2 पंच 10 2 सक 12 2 6 2 पंच 10 by 3 100 upon 12 सुबारी 8 96 4 by 36 8.33 kg. So this is the 8.33 kg. That is the 8 1 by 3. So question number 57, option number C, that is the 8 1 by 3 kg will be the right answer. Two pipes X and Y can fill the cistern in a 6 minute and 7 minute respectively. So X 6 minute, so in 1 minute that is 1 by 6, Y 7 minute equal to 1 by 7. Together they will fill together in 2 minutes 1 by 6 plus 1 by 7 equals to 13 by which is 42, and this will be the 2 minute. 2 minute it will be 13 by 42. Okay, with pipes X, pipes are open alternately. So starting with the pipe X, pipes are open alternately each for 1 minute. In what time will they fill the cistern? They have asked. So within the 2 minutes they will fill 13 upon 42. So in the next 6 minutes, so this is the calculation for the 2 minutes. That's why 1 by 2 into 6 into 13 upon 42. So this will be the 39 upon 42. So this will be the in the 6 minutes. So again the term of the X. So this need to be minus from the 13 upon 14. So this will be the in the next 6 minutes. So remaining is 1 minus 13 upon 14 equals to the 1 by 14. 1 by 14 is remaining, and that need to be filled by the which one? Next 7th minute by the X1. So this need to be filled by the X. This need to be filled by the X. So it will be the 6 minute plus 6 upon 14. So this will be matrix of 14. So 6 3 by 7 minute will take to fill the complete cistern. That is the option number B, 6 3 by 7 minute. So we calculated the each minute. So both together they will fill the 13 upon 14 part in 2 minutes. So now we are calculating for the 6 minutes, but this 13 upon 14 part is for the 2 minutes. That's why we are taking the 1 by 2 into 6 into 13 upon 14. The total fill in the next 6 minutes will be the 13 upon 14. So after 6 minutes, turn will come of the X. So X will fill the 1 by 6 into 1 minute. So for 1 by 14, we have the this 6 minute plus 6 by 14, that is the 3 by 7. That's why the question number 58, option number B will be the right answer. 59, 5 balls of different colors. 5 balls of different colors are to be placed in 3 different boxes, such that any box contain at least 1 ball. What is the maximum number of different ways in which this can be done? So now let's the first condition, that is the 3 1 1. These are the ways through which we are actually placing the box. That means we are considering 3 balls, 5C3 into 2. This will be the 60 ways. So not the 60, this will be the 20 ways. 20 ways to arrange this in a pattern. So this will be the then 1 3 1 or 1 1 3. So again this will be the 20 pattern, this will be the 20 pattern. So total will be the total equals to the 60 patterns are there for this condition. Okay, then the another condition, second condition is there. So through the second condition 1 2 2. So through this we have the total 15 arrangements for this one, 15 arrangement for this one, and considering this 2 for this, we have the 4C2, that is 4C2, that is a 6. So 15 second over. So for this arrangement second type, we have the 15 into 6, that is 90 arrangement. So the total are the 90 plus 60, that is 150. 150 arrangements are there. So we have to calculate the probability from this one. No, they are actually the maximum number of different ways itself. So the maximum number of different ways is the 150 itself. So this is the first way through which we can do this. In every way we have the 20 possibilities. So these are the 3 ways. That's why the 60 possibilities. For this arrangement 1 to 2. So each have the 15 possibilities. There are this arrangement of this 2 also having the different. There are the 6 possibilities. That's why 15 to 6 are the total 90 ways through which we can arrange this pattern. There is the 90 ways. So total number of ways is a 90 plus 60. That is a 150 ways. So question number 59, option number C, that is a 150. Then the question number 60. A, B, C, D and E are members of the same family. There are the 2 fathers, 2 sons and the 2 wives. Okay. 2 sons and the 2 wives. Yes, and the 2 females. The teacher was a wife. The teacher was a wife of a lawyer. Teacher was a wife of a lawyer who was the son of a doctor. Son of a doctor. He is not a male, neither also a wife of a professional. He is not a male and neither a wife of a professional. So that means he is a doctor, neither a wife of a professional. So this man is not under any profession. And D is the eldest one. So definitely D is the eldest one then. C is the youngest person. So C will be the youngest person. B is a male. So remaining male is a B. So this will be the A. So this will be the formations. This is the final tree we are having. Lawyer, doctor, this is a teacher. Okay. So who are the females in the group? So there are the 2 females in the group, that is the E and the A. So question number 60, through this tree diagram we can have the C option. That is the E and the A. These are the 2 females in the group. Then the 61. In a school there are the 2000 students, out of whom 36 are the girls. 72. So 200 total students, 36% girls, that is the girls. Each boy's monthly fee is 480 and each girl's monthly fee is 25% less than a boy. So the 480 each boy's fee, 480 boy fee and 25% less. 25 stroke 100, 4 extra, 4 2 less minus 120 equals to the 360. So the girls and girls fee equals to the 360 rupees. Then what is the total of the monthly fees of the girls and the boys together? The boys are 2000 minus 720. So number of boys numbers is equals to the this 0 the 8 2 8 9 7 2 12 So 1280 are the boys, 720 are the girls. Okay, 360 is the fee of the girls and the 480 is the fee of boys. So what is the 480 into 1280 plus just a simple calculation, then the 720 into 360. So these are the calculations we have to be done and the answer will be, final answer, this will be the D option, that is 61, 8,73,600. So question number 61, D will be the right answer. So after doing this calculation, we will arrive at our answer. So this is simple. So now the question on the passage, here are the number of policies that countries can implement to benefit more from the value addition of foreign goods and services inputs. One aspect relates to their relative openness to trade. This analysis points to the positive impact of services inputs into the mining sector and the positive effect of imported inputs in a particular. Notwithstanding, minerals rich countries differ in their openness to trade in goods and services. Regarding restrictiveness to trade in services, Australia, Canada, Chile all large and the sophisticated mining countries are quite open to trade in the main services. Inputs for mining, engineering services, construction region, and the South Africa is fairly open to foreign service providers. Other mining countries such as Brazil are less open. The United States shows a more mixed picture as it is open to the foreign services providers in some sectors. So the digital more close in the other maritime and the construction. So based on this, we need to solve this passage. So what is the main idea that can infer from the passage? So degree of openness to trade is directly proportional to the country's overall prosperity. So no, it is not directly true. So countries in the southern hemisphere are more open to trade than in the. There is no comparison mentioned between the southern and the northern. There is no fixed blueprint to decide the nature and extent of the trade openness a country should go for. It varies from case to case basis. So this will be the more better conclusion we can draw from the or the inference from the passage. So that's why question number 62 C option will be the right one. So next again, according to the passage, which of the following reflects the author's stand on the positive impacts of crude openness? As in the case of Australia, Canada and Chile, openness to trade benefits only. So only will be the only mining sector of the country. No. South Africa is among the most developed African countries because it openly. So no, it is not actually mentioned. Members of the WTO tend to benefit more from the trade openness than the. So definitely the three of the statements are not true. That's why the correct statement will be the none of the above. That is the question number 63. D will be the right answer. That is none of the above statement is the right one. Question number 64 again. Problem. So some diagram and the numbers is actually given and we have to find out the relations. So majorly this relation is related to the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These are the four basic we have to follow. So here 20 is given, 3, 4 and then 2. So 3 plus 2 into 4. 3 plus 2 into 4. This will be the 20. Same will be followed here. That is a 6 plus 4 into 5. It will be the 50. The same will be here. 8 plus 2 that is a 10. 10 into 16 equals to the 160. So option number C is the 64. Option number C 160 will be the right answer. Find the missing number in the place of question mark. So it is a 3, 5, 15. So again it will be in the multiplication. It is 5 into 3 into 15. 15 into 5 that will be 75. 75 into 75 into 1125. 75 into 15 15 5 75 7 15 5 7 12. So this is 1125. So again that means question number 65 A option will be the right one. That is a 75. A simple series of multiplication. Then question number 66. 150 workers were engaged to finish a job in a certain number of days. Okay, 4 workers drop out on second day, 4 more drops out on the third day, and so on. It took 8 more days to finish the work. Find the number of days in which the work was completed. So we have to find out this. So here, so series is actually given 150, then 146 workers, that means 142, then 138, and the so on, having the 4 as a difference between them. So that means directly we can solve this. There is a x number of workers. Suppose the workers is given, that is a x number of days is required for the 150 workers. So what is given? There is a 150 x. The initial term is a 150. That is a, and here the series will be the x plus 8 days. That means last term will be the x plus 8. X plus 8. X plus 8 divided by 2. 2 into n plus 1. That is a 150. 2 into 150 plus x plus 8 minus 1, and the 4 will be the fraction, that is a minus 4, not the 4, minus 4. So this will be our formula for this one, that is a 150 x equals to the x plus 8 divided by 2. After solving this will be the, so we will solve this equation in the fresh. 150x equals to 150x equals to x plus 8 upon 2 in bracket 2 into 150 plus x plus 8 minus 1 into 4 whole bracket. So x plus 8 minus 1, x plus 7 into minus 4, that is a x plus 7 into minus 4. This is equals to x plus 8 upon 2 into 150 plus x plus 7, that is a minus 4x plus, sorry, minus 4x minus 28 minus 4x minus 28. So this 2 will be divided, that is a x plus 8 into 150 plus minus 2x minus 14. This will be 150 minus 2x minus 14. This equals to 136 minus 2x. This is a x plus 8, x plus 8. So this is 150x, 150x, 150x. So here we can draw after solving this equation actually. So this will be the, again 2 we can bring. So this will be the 75x. This will be the then 75x equals to the x plus 8. So 2 will be taken and divided by 150. This will be the 68 minus x. This was 68 minus x. So this will equation again 75x. This will be the 75x equals to this x plus 8 into the 68 minus x. So this will come into 68x minus x square plus 544 minus 8x. So this will be the 60x minus x square plus 544. So again we will transfer this here, x square plus 75x minus 60x equals to the 544. So this will be the x square plus 15x minus 554 equals to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. So this quadratic equation having the 17 and the 32 are the factors. So it will be minus 32. So one factor is 17, one will be the, so x will be the 17 or x equals to the minus 32. These are the two factors. After solving this quadratic equation we are arriving. So minus 32 and 17, these are the two number of days we are actually last arrived. So minus 32 we cannot take into consideration because of this minus part. So this will be neglected. 17 we can consider. So what they are said that it will take the x plus 8 days. That's why we need to add this 17 plus 8, that is 25, and this 25 days will be the final answer. That is question number 66. Option number C, that is 25 will be the answer. So these are the lengthy calculation. These terms are in the AP. That's why we are taking this formula of the arithmetic progression. Okay, this complete formula is from the arithmetic progression. There is n by 2, 2n minus, that is a n into that difference. This is n by 2. This is n last term. That is the last term upon 2. 2 into first term plus the nth term into their difference. So this is the complete formula, and after solving this equation we are arriving the two numbers, that is the 70 and the minus 32. That's why question number 66, option number C, that is a 25. So next 67. In a carom board game competition, M boys and N girls of a school participate, in which every student has to play exactly one game with every other student. Out of the total games played, it was found that in 22-11. Okay, sorry. So this is a mistake. It is a 2-1 games. 2-1 games. One player was a boy and the other player was a girl. Consider the following statement. The total number of students that participate in the competition is 30, and the number of games in which both players were girls is 78. So total number of students participate is a 30. That is a 2-1. Sorry, 2-1. So these need to be this can be factored into the 13 into 17, 13 into the 17, and this addition will arrive the 30. That means 1 will be the 2-1. Now the number of games in which both players are the girls they are asking. So this m plus n equals to the 30. Okay, and what they are saying, the m is greater than n is greater than 1. So m equals to the, so this will be the m, this will be the then n. Okay, so required is both the players are girls. So when both the players are girls, that is a 13. So 13 C2, that is 13 C2, and this comes to as a 13 factorial upon 2 factorial into 13 into 2, that is a 11 factorial equals to the 13 into 12 upon 2 बेसक 12 तेसकम 78, that is a 78. So that means 78 girls are there. So both the statements are the true one. That means both 1 and the 2 follows. 67, question number 67, option number C is the right answer. There is a some small mistake, that is a, it is a 2-2, not a 2-2-1-1, it's just a 221. And question on the diagram, which of the following dice is identical to unfolded figure as shown here? So here through observation we can say 4 is related with the 1, 3 and the 2. So 4 is related with the 1, 3 and the 2. So the best option is this one. That's why 68, option number B will be the right answer. And whereas the 4 is opposite of the 6. So this will be the cancel. Then the 3 will be opposite of the 5. So this will be also cancelled. Okay. The simple observation. 68. Then the 69. 69. In a school there are the 250 students, out of whom 12% are girls. 250 students are the total. So 12% are the girls. 250 into 12 upon 100. That is this one. 5 2 10, 5 5 25, बेसक 12. That is a 30 are the girls. Okay, each girl's monthly fee is rupees 450. So 30 into 450 equals to total fee, and each boy's monthly fee is a 24% more than the girl. That means 450 into 24 upon 100 again. 5 2 10, 5 9 45, 12, 108. That means boys fee equals to the 450 plus 108. It will be the 85554. So this will be the boys fee. Okay, and number of boys after that is a 220. And number of boys equals to the 220. So calculation will be the 220 into 558 plus this 30 into 450. So addition of this one with this, so this will come 1,36,260. That is the option number B. 69, option number B. These are the simple calculation you can calculate, and directly the answer will be the 1,36,260. Option number B. 69, option number B. Then again 70. Average contribution of 5 men to a fund is 35. So contribution equals to the 5 into 35 equals to 175. 6 man joins and pays rupees 35. That is a 5x plus 35 more than the resultant average of the 6 men. So this will be the x. Sorry. What is the condition? The 6 man joins and pays rupees 35 more than the resultant average of the 6 men. So suppose resultant average will be the y. So it will be 35 plus y. So this will be the x resultant average plus y upon 6 equals to the 175 upon 6 plus y plus 35. This will be the x plus y equals to this one 175 210 plus y x equals to the 210. So this equals to the, so this 175 plus this one y plus 35 equals to the 6y. So 210 plus y equals to the 6y, y 5y equals to the 210, y equals to the 5 चौक 20 5 2 y equals to 42, y equals to 42. So they are asking find the total contribution of the all the 6 men. So 42 plus 35, so 42 plus 35 plus 175. So this will come 5 5 12 2 10 4 14 आणि 15 5 252 will be the answer. So 70, option number D, 252 will be the answer. The initial average is the 175 of the 5 men. Then when the 6 men in added, the average is the resultant average will be the more than 35 of the resultant average. That's why 175 plus y plus 130 y plus 35 divided by 6 equals to y, and this will be the resultant average. So this y value will be the 42. So question number 71, A, B, C, D, E and the F are not necessarily sitting in that order in a 6 chairs regularly placed around a round table. So there is a round table 1 2 3 4 5 6 chairs. So it is observed that A is between D and F. So C is opposite to the D. So C is opposite to the D. So this will be the first. D and E are not on neighboring chairs. So D and E are not neighboring chairs. That means E will be here or here. Okay, and A is between D and the F. So A will be either here or here. Okay, so which one of the following must be true? So A is opposite of the B and the C. Okay, D is opposite of the E. So D will not be opposite of the E. So this will cancel. A is opposite of the B. It can be possible. C and B are neighbors. C and B are neighbors. No. So B and E are neighbors. B and E are neighbors. So this is possible. A is between D and the F, not E. It is D and the F. Okay. So now B and E are neighbors. So this will be the most possible answer. That is a B and E are the neighbors. A is opposite of the B. This will not be the true. So question number 71, option number D, that is a B and E are neighbors, will be the most correct answer. Then the question number 72, on what dates of June 2005 did Monday fall? So it is actually a lengthy calculations. So you need to know that in a first 100 years there will be the 5 odd days are there. So how? There will be the 76, that in 365 days, divided by 7, 7 5 35, 7 2 14. So in every year one odd day will come, and in the leap year there are the 52 plus 1, 52 plus 2, 52 plus 1. That means 2 odd days are there. So in the first 100 years there are the total 5 odd days. Okay, in 200 it will be the 3, in 300 it will be the 1, and in 400 there will be the no odd day. In 400 there will be the no odd day, so this need to be remembered. Okay, so that means in the 2005, in first 2000 years no odd day. Okay, then remaining 5 years, so remaining 5 years means the initial from 2001, 2002 and the 2003, so there will be the 5 odd days, means the 15 odd days are there. And for the 2004 there will be the 2 odd, for the leap year there are the 2 odd days, that means 2 are there. Okay, so this will be the 15 plus 2 equals to the 17, so there are the 17 days, that means 3 odd days are remaining, 3 odd days are remaining. And now we have to calculate the months initially, that is the Jan, Feb, March, April and the May, that is 31, 28, 31, 30 and again 31, 9, 10, 11, 11, 3, 3, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 151 days, that means odd days are the 7 2 14, 1, 7 1 7, 7 1 7 4. That is the 4 odd days are there. So these 4 odd days, this need to be added. So in this way you have to calculate the odd days in the this June, and final calculation will come, that is a 72, that is a 6th, 13th, 20th and the 27 will be the your answer. So here the trick is that you need to be remember is this one, that in the 100 years there are the 5 odd days, in the 200 there are the 3, 1 and there is a no odd in the first 400 years, and then you can calculate in the same manner for this one here. So question number 72 A is the answer. Sorry, for this one chart is also need to be remembered, that this one, that is 0 is a Sunday, 1 Monday, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a Saturday. So these are the like the odd days. So this chart you should remember. Through this chart you can arrive so on the number of odd days, and that can be calculated on the basis of this one. Finally your answer will be the 72A. Read the following information carefully and answer the question. The follows: 4 young men, Anil, Mukesh, Piyush, Yogesh and lovingly called Munna Babu. So directly I am going to give you the, after analyzing this information we are arriving that male and their wife as, that is this is Anil, that is Babu, then Mukesh, that is Appu, then Piyush, that is Prince, then Yogesh, that is Madhu, that is Munna. Okay, and their wives are Jyoti, Aarti, then Sunanda and Madhu. So this is the after solving this one, and here that this Appu is with the Aarti, that's why the question number 73 option number C will be the right answer. Why? Because they are asking the which is the incorrect pair of the husband and wife is not correct, that is the Appu and the Jyoti. That is the 73 option number C will be the right answer. Then 74, this question is to be answered on the basis of following. There is a pie chart is given, the marks scored by a student in different subjects, English, and the total marks is given, that is a 540. So we have to calculate based on this 540 marks. The marks obtained in the 3 subjects, English, Science and Social Science, are what percentage of the totals, that is a English, Science and Social Science. that is 55 plus 65 plus 80, that is this one, like 120 plus 80, that is a 200. 200 upon 540 into 100, the half, so it is a 1000 upon 27. So this will come as a 55 5 by 9. So there is a simple calculation can do. There is a 1000 upon 27. The right answer of the 74 is a D option. There is a 55 5 by 9. The question on the passage: on 7th and 8th August 1942, all India, so Gandhian, do or die. So the passage is related with the our Quit India movement. Quit India movement. Strikes were called many places, the British more than 1000. So the complete passage is regarding our Quit India movement, which actually we know very well. So directly we will go for the questions. Before the Second World War, the British were considering giving independence to India. So we know this is not the true one. Were considering expanding their power in India. So no expansion of the power. They actually cancelled after 1857 itself. They gave no thought to give the freedom to India. So question number 75, C option will be the right one. Question number 75, C, that is a give no thought to give freedom to India. What does the word ratified mean in the passage? So ratified we knows to confirm by expressing disapproval, no. The confirm by expressing consent, no. To confirm by expressing the dissent, and to confirm by expressing the suspicion. To confirm by expressing the consent. Ratified mean we have given the consent. The question number 76, option number B will be the right answer. That is to confirm by expressing the consent. Again there is a passage, the small passage, the TRIPS agreement. So majorly passage is on the TRIPS agreement, that is related with the WTO to amend its national patent law, TRIPS. So directly we are going to solve this questions on this passage. It is majorly regarding the WTO and the Rio summit and the further developments. There is one problem in between. The transfer is coded as this one, that is a here, then here, then here, then here, then same we have to follow this one. Then this will be the here, that is L, E, then the P, E, then the A, H, then the T and the N. L, E, P, E, A, H, L, E, P, E, A, H, T, N. So question number this is a 77 question. The option number C will be the right answer, that is L, E, P, A, H, T, N. Then the question number 78, on the passage of the WTO, which of the following statement is are correct according to the passage? TRIPS agreement does not recommend sustainable development. So this is a false statement actually. So TRIPS agreement, definitely the WTO promoting the sustainable development goals in terms of the economic affairs. The underdeveloped countries who are TRIPS members endorse biodiversity over compliance. So this is also not directly mentioned. Both TRIPS and the CBD pose two completely different types of protocols. So this is actually mentioned within the passage. That's why only 3 options, that is a 78, option number C, there is only 3 follows. Then the 79, which of the following statement is are incorrect? They are asking the incorrect according to the passage. There is a TRIPS agreement. TRIPS agreement is not a set of international trade rules. No, it is incorrect statement. It is IPR related. Underdeveloped countries are asked to make the new changes in patent laws. So this is a true statement. Then third, there is a defending the need for conformity. 170 countries signed the CBD. So this is also the false. 170 countries signed, but not for the defending the need for conformity. That's for the question number 79. D will be the right answer. That is the 1 and the 3. The last question, last problem. There are the 2 participants for a 4-kilometer race. So distance equals to the 4-kilometer race of a circular track having a circumference. So circumference is given. Circumference equals to 1 kilometer. 5 minutes after the race started, the runner-up and the winner met for the first time. They started from the same point in the same direction. Okay, so here they met after the 5 minutes. Okay, on a 1 kilometer circumference. Speeds are and their speeds are uniform. If the speed of runner-up is half of the speeds of the winner, then what is the time taken by the winner? So suppose 5 minutes after 5 minutes, that means this is a runner-up, and the speed of winner will be double. That means winner is covering in the 2.5 minutes. Okay, itself. So that means winner 2.5 minutes, 1 kilometer, 4 kilometer race in the 10 minutes direct calculation, 4 kilometer race in the 10 minutes. So then what is the time taken by the winner to finish the race? That is a 10 minutes. C option. So question number 80, option number C, that is a 10 minute will be the answer. So this is the end of the discussion. Best luck for your future paper. Thank you.